And there we go, we are live on YouTube. Good morning everybody, and welcome to everyone here on Discord as well. See, we've got more people on Discord than we have on the stream, but that's fine. I'm sure the numbers will climb soon. I hope you guys had a good week and that you will enjoy the weekend. And now we're just going to have some fun flying from Durban to Port Elizabeth, and I hope you guys enjoy it with us. Good morning, guys on Discord.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Right.
Morning.
Uncle John, it sounds like you've woken up now.
What are you trying to say?
He's ready to go.
Yeah. Right, well, I'm starting my APU, so I'm going to push in the next, I would say, about 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm reloading everything.
Okay. Morning, Crescendo. Right, okay. That's done. Doors. Okay, this I want to now have a look at. Okay, it seems like my SAM is interfering with my doors. This left front one specifically. I think I've figured it out. Okay, Steve, good morning. All good, yes, thank you very much. Always good when we're gonna fly. Before start procedure.
Walk around completed. Before start procedure.
Thank you, Linda.
Before start procedure completed.
Right, guys, may I push back?
Go for it.
Yeah, all clear for me.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Start number 2 engine.
What separation should we use?
Starting number 2
3
engine.
minutes would be best. That's a very short runway at the other side, so you're more than likely going to roll through to the end anyway on a break 3 and then just get off that side, but just for our purposes, always 3 minutes I think is best.
Are you taking 2-4?
Yes.
Not 2-4.
2-6. 2-4 this side, 2-6 that side.
Yeah, 2-6. And do you take the transition
Nope.
at the other end?
Mm-mm.
If you don't, no, okay.
And you need to remove the
25 and 2.
PEVOR as well. If you look at my flight roster, it's got the actual flight route in there.
Oh,
You'll see
okay,
how I
I'll
made
check
it.
that. Yeah, thank you.
I'm assuming you're going to take that first right to get up to the taxiway, Nico?
Yeah, Echo, then Alpha, opposed to you going straight. Yeah, I'm taking the right here, right by me. Hello, Hendrik. Môre, goeiemôre. Right, okay. Uncle John, you can start taxiing if you want.
Starter cutout.
Negative, so I'm going to wait for you to turn right.
Operation
Get
complete.
up to the taxiway and I'll follow you down.
Start number 1 engine. Sounds like a plan, sir.
Stand by.
Starting number 1 engine. and 2.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a lacquer flight.
Thank you.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Alright, so that is done.
Flaps 5 set. Taxi lights on.
Taxiing.
Start my taxi. That's you. Krista, is it? 166.
Krista is 10.
Okay, I'm ready to push. Am I going to be lost?
No, I don't know. Move it, then you won't be.
Oh my god. That's a long time ago.
You're normally landing by now.
No, Sammy had a system crash. We're joking with Krista now. He had to restart everything.
Morning, Nico.
Morning. Welcome.
Thank you. Are you guys on Betson?
No, IVO. We use IVO.
Okay, no worries. Thanks.
Okay.
That shake that you've got, that slight shake in the cockpit, is that from XP Realistic?
Yes. Yeah, I can't use the simulator if I don't have life in it. I need some shaking and sounds and stuff.
It likes to shake, rattle, and roll.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very good. It's also extremely good in VR. I don't know if you do fly in VR, but in VR it also works quite well.
I've never tried it in VR. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Well, if we continue going at this rate and we continue on the present course, we should be in Mozambique by sometime tomorrow or the next day. You know,
Before
it's just
takeoff procedure
hang in there,
completed.
guys.
That's optimistic. I hope the refuelers are in place.
Yeah.
You clearly have different scenery to me, Nico.
Yeah, I've got the payware from FSDG for this airport. What a show. It is stunning. It is just amazing. Hey Lucian, morning. Same as last night, eh, Steve? I mean, last night we also... Was it last night? I can't even remember now. My days go too fast. Was it last night, guys, where we had that hell of a long taxi as well? I think so. It's crazy. Rightio, so it seems we are ready to go. Double check everything. We are ready to go. Line up. I'll shout Toga when ready, Uncle John.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Yeah, as you see, there's the board. 3,700 meters that we had to go. That's 3.7 kilometers. It's longer than last night's
Approaching
taxi run
2-4.
by about 50 meters, but anyway, it's still longer.
Stabilized.
On runway 24.
Takeoff thrust set.
Okay, Toga.
Thank you, sir.
80 knots. Throttle volt. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Gear up. There we go.
Gear up.
Good luck, Nico.
Thank you so much. All you guys as well. Come on, eh?
Runway turn off, lights off.
Some weather reflecting there in the distance.
Nico, just confirm the arrival is not 08.
No, it's 26. It's a straight out, straight in.
Thank you.
Flaps 1 set. Flaps up. And set.
Where are you? Have you driven? Are you driving to Mozambique before takeoff or what?
I almost did. But I'm taking off. I'm actually flying proper direction now.
Yeah, it's a long taxi.
Mm-hmm.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
There is Virginia Airport. You see that airport, guys? That is where I flew for the first time in my whole life. It's a long story, but I got my dad to buy me a ticket, and we flew from there all the way somewhere there, just past the harbor and back. It was a short flight, but that was, I think I was 16 years old. First flight ever was from that airport.
Don't go.
Okay.
There's nothing else coming in, so I'll line up.
Yep. Oh, look at the weather there. We're gonna go over it, but just look at that. My radar screen is lighting up now. They're about 70 to 80 nautical miles, between 70 and 80.
Is it a storm coming or what?
Looks like it. Now, for those of you who don't know, I quickly have to find it. I think it's that one there. That is the old Durban airport. In the scenery, it seems to still be here, but in the real world, that's been redeveloped. It's no longer an airport. Long time, many years ago already. But that is where the old airport used to be. Interesting that it's still in the scenery, but anyway. Check this. So there's active sky. There's the weather we see on the radar. Now I click on it. That one.
Oh, I only just remembered my A cards just in time.
Anybody know what the new releases are that are coming out for OKTAN anytime soon?
Nope. No idea for X-Plane itself. Austin is going to be having a chat very soon. Somebody told me a day or so ago there's something he's going to present, so we don't know what he's going to reveal there at this Flight Sim Expo thing. So it's coming soon. We'll know more.
Are you likely to be flying with either Nico or Kevin in the near
Is the
future?
Flight Sim Expo all online
Really
as well?
nice guys.
I don't know. Some of it got streamed in the past, but not everything, so we'll have to see. Jordan will be there. Jordan will be there, so we can talk to him, you know, while he's there, and he can keep us informed as to what's happening or not.
He's live reporting back to us on Discord, Nico.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's excellent. That was just my question, Uncle John. If
Yeah.
he's going to stream live for us or not.
Yeah, we'll see.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's in San Diego, right?
Well, I have no idea.
What cloud pack are you using, Nico?
Skymaxx Pro. Hendrik, I'm not sure in your specific situation, but let me make it easy to understand. Zibo has been concentrating on LNAV in version 17. He did put a temporary VNAV code in to get rid of the mismatch between XLUA and C++, but it's a temporary thing. So what we are expecting, and I mean I'm literally guessing now, is he'll probably finish version 17, get LNAV sorted with version 17. Then in version 18, we will probably then do the VNAV again, because there are a couple of hiccups, especially when XLUA and C++ need to talk to each other. It really created a big problem for Zibo. Sam, I felt really bad for him the one day. You know, he really tried hard, but this two systems at one point didn't want to talk to each other. So to get rid of all of this and to go over, I think it would be sensible, you know, for him to just do the one in the one version, the one in the next version, and then we take it from there. So anything VNAV related, that means the up and down, okay, your vertical instances, anything related to that, and as well as speed, you know, that is something that shouldn't really bother you. It's a you know, a pain sometimes, but unfortunately it's part of the evolution of the system. You know, we're just gonna have to close our eyes for some VNAV problems at this moment.
Thanks 166 taking off.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Your cruise 36, Nico.
Yes, sir. Oh, look at that cloud over there. Nice old cumulus building there. You can see the discoloring in some of these clouds. There is water in there. 100% Indra. Keep me informed, you know. If you have any issues, guys, just put it on the forum. It's the best place. Don't put it into Discord because there's no guarantee Zibo's going to read it. He doesn't come here to do support. He comes here to develop, you know, so just bear that in mind. It's always better to have it on the forum. Yeah, no, you have to get Active Sky, really. It is amazing for me. I mean, I'm using Active Sky in the background and it's using the Skymaxx Pro depiction mode. Look at that. Look at that anvil developing that side, that cumulus. And then we've got all these other ones and the discoloring it brings. And it's just cool. It's really nice.
Okay, Tokyo.
Okay. See if we can outclimb the storm a bit. Oh, look at that wind. Almost a 15-degree crab. Look at that. Look how we're flying. That's so cool. We're literally gonna just miss the tip of this thing. There's no reflection on the radar, so it should be fine anyway right now.
nice to see the orthos in South Africa again.
Mm.
South African ortho is just absolutely stunning. It's so crisp and beautiful to look at, especially coming out of places like Cape Town.
Mm. Absolutely.
Hendrik Jan van der Waal donated €5 through
I'm the only one
SuperChat.
cruising at
Thanks for all the
240.
info and energy you're putting into making our WAN eSIM pilot lives easier.
Thank you, Hendrik. Much appreciated,
level
and I'll always do what I can to make life nicer, interesting, and better in the sim world, as long as I have the ability to do so. So stick around. Thank you so much for your input as well, and yeah, we can just go up from here, I suppose. Eh?
Nico, I followed the VA's flight
The Earth
level
is so
240, and now I'm probably going straight through that storm. What level do you have?
I'm at 360.
36. Okay.
Yeah, and as I approached the storm, Christer, what I did was I went for the maximum climb rate to outclimb it, and as the nose lifted, it took the reflection off the radar, so I was going right over it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. But I don't see it in my weather radar.
Nor me.
No.
I didn't make Active Sky. I don't know. I just had mine.
Yeah, you get all the fun, you know. You get all the fun. Like me, I was in Boston the other day with Storm Ida, and that was fun.
Okay, tell me in your Active Sky, did you tick the box to actually draw CBs or to depict thunderstorms? I don't know. There's some setting like that. Did you look at that? Because if you don't have it selected, I don't know if you're gonna get it.
Yeah, right. I really don't know, actually.
Yeah, because now I've enlarged my scale and I can see some reflection again beyond 80 nautical miles from it. It's way that way, so we don't even care about that anymore. Way that way, out over the sea.
Yeah. Well, I'll look into it after I landed. I don't dare to touch anything like that right now.
Absolutely. No, stick to basics.
My system crashes again.
I'm guessing you're at cruise, Nico. By the way, 8 flights
yesterday. Oh my goodness. So you're chasing 2,000 hours now?
Well, no, 2,500.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I know there's such a setting. I haven't looked at it recently, but I know there's one specific setting that's rather important. Poor tongue twister. Right, okay, I see TD's coming up. It's at 150 nautical miles, so I might as well start looking at prepping a little bit. Let's go to Navigraph. Ooh, edge not catching again. There we go. Right, so what are we looking at here? 1,500 decision altitude. Okay. Right. We'll come back to that just now. Right, let's just refresh the page, reset the zoom and refresh quickly. Fortunately, we've got only 5 knots wind, so it's winds calm on the other side. Otherwise, we would have had to change the runway, but we're not going to do it for 5. That's not necessary. 1020.
Is that the QNH 1020?
Yes, sir.
Thank you kindly.
Most welcome. Zero. Right, let's go back to that chart then. Right, so we are looking for 266 on the course. $266. Right, we're going to definitely do brakes 3 because of the short runway. Dare I? I'm thinking maybe even do a flaps 40 landing. Because we're a bit heavy. Thinking. We'll decide later. Right, we need to go down to 1,500. See, radio 1095. Right, so that takes care of that. And what's the decision altitude is 447. Right, PFD done. Frequencies, that's done. I know what, you guys can have a break. Okay, well then I'm all set up for the descent, and I see I'm 115 nautical miles from top of descent. Funny thing, Krista, is she's going to wait until short finals and then she's going to tell you she can murder a cup of coffee. Yeah, but yeah, in flight she's like thinking about a cat or something, I don't know. Just not worth it. Oh, absolutely.
Nico, I've got a technical question for you.
Shoot.
Maybe you can help me out.
Let's try.
It's not with a Zibo. It's do you use SimBrief to
Yes.
put in your flight plan?
Yeah.
So can I ask you a question? When you're putting in your flight plan on SimBrief and you're using up-to-date Navigraph, does it calculate for you which arrival runway you should be coming in, and which weather factor does it use to calculate that? Because sometimes what happens is I put in a flight plan and I've entered the flight plan and I'm finding that actually the arrival runway is not the correct one because the weather is different.
Yeah, I don't use somebody for that specific thing. I do my flight planning proper myself, and then I instruct somebody what to use. See, I don't leave it up to chance because of a few things. Number one, like you say, this is a problem. It's not always capable of choosing the correct runway. Number two, it's incapable of discerning the airport SOP. Many years ago, me and Mario that started I started his training on Zibo, and we did a training flight together and put it here on YouTube and created kind of a sensation. We flew to Madrid Barajas, and SimBrief continuously gave incorrect runways, and that's when we discovered that there doesn't seem to be any logic built into SimBrief to actually discern the SOPs, because even if it uses the weather, the SimBrief weather is kind of old sometimes, not relevant anymore, like you've just said yourself. So what we do literally is I go into Navigraph desktop charts, I open up my Active Sky, get the weather, read what the weather says, and then I build my plan. I then copy that route, including the runways, stars, everything, put that into SimBrief, and then force SimBrief to use the proper one. I don't leave it to chance at all.
Okay, so Active Sky is what you use for your weather
yes.
tool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you plug that into SimBrief, and then SimBrief then loads it up into Navigraph.
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right, that's very helpful.
Yeah.
And you can use Active Sky outside of the sim, so it's a separate program altogether.
Completely separate. Yeah. Now
so I've got Active Sky.
Yeah, now remember, in the Skymatix VA, we've got all of it integrated and built in. So I just want to tell you that I don't necessarily, and I don't go to the SimBrief website at all. I do everything in the VA website. The VA then takes everything, pushes it to SimBrief. SimBrief does the calculations and sends the OFB back. So just to be technically correct, that's how we do it.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, no, that's not a problem. We can do that.
In about 15 minutes from top of December.
Excellent. Okay. So, William, what I do is I put my payload in as per my OFP. Give me a second. I need to just get there. Now I need to see what I'm doing on your screen as well. Right, so I'm gonna just grab this quickly. So if you look at the weights in the OFP, there it gives me 17 tons, right? And that 17 ton is what I put in payload, okay? Once you put the 17 ton in there, it's going to calculate a forward cargo and a aft cargo value for you, okay? Now what I do is I take 500 kilograms from the front and I put it into the back. Right, so I just manipulate those two values, and then what happens is when you look at your landing weight CG, it's a bit hidden, but you should be able to read it. It says 21.5. Now 21.5 on your landing weight CG, that is like the most stable landing weight CG that you can get. Alright, so by default the Zibo mod and Zibo's code will give you a more stable takeoff than a stable landing. And what I just do out of habit is I just manipulate this to get this. That's all. I want 21.5 or as close to as possible, because if you disconnect your autopilot, this aircraft must literally fly to the touchdown zone without any intervention, unless wind is a factor. I mean, it does happen, and in X-plane the wind sometimes gets a bit exaggerated and so on. So you've got to take that into account. But if you have a windless day, this aircraft should literally be stable until touchdown from there. And that's all I do, is I just manipulate these two values.
Just bear in mind that 550 that he's moving relates to the 189.
Yes, yes. The 500 kilograms differs between the models. So if you go and choose a different Zibo model, it will have a different value. So don't go and just say, oh, Nico said 500 kilograms, let's move 500. That's not how it works. It's about the calculation. It depends on where you end up. Okay, and in our VA now, with the randomization of the actual weights, so you don't get two flights with the same takeoff weight. I've actually noticed it even in the 189, Uncle John. Sometimes you've got to manipulate it by maybe 400 and sometimes 600 to get closer there.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, so this is what you're aiming for, and this is where you do the manipulation, those two. That's all. That's how it works. I hope that helps, William. Okay, all done. What you do with that one is, do you see there it says at PE, it estimates we will have 2.6 ton of fuel. Currently, it says our current fuel quantity is 3.5. Alright, so that means there is a 900 kilogram difference between where we are at and when we will land. So when you go to your INET reference, you need to remove the 900 kilograms there. So that will then obviously become 62.7. So I see it has changed a little bit. So you put in 62.7, then you choose, and I actually said flaps 40, let's go flaps 40. You see, the moment you change that, it will change your V speeds, and then you have to select the appropriate landing flap. So we're going to use 40 now. Now if you go back, let's go to any other page, and then you go back, do you see it's actually reset? That's a temporary place where you can just change it, and you know, once you've changed it and move away, it will reset itself. So that's just to help you calculate the V speeds. And obviously we've dropped 1 or 2 or 3 knots, you know, by manipulating that. Okay, glad we figured that one out. So you got 2 birds with 1 stone. Yes, you can also do that. So if you have a massive amount of wind correction that you need to do, you can just add it in there as well. But for this to have any influence over the VNAV, you need to be configured before you actually catch the glide slope. The moment you catch the glide slope, that becomes irrelevant, and then it becomes a you chore. You need to do it yourself. If you don't do it, the system's not going to do it for you. So there are also rules governing when that will be sufficient or not. The moment you catch the glide slope, whether you're using the ILS or EN or GLS, the moment the aircraft dips the nose on that glide slope or glide path, it's over. Then the speed window will open, and then you have to manipulate it yourself. Thank you. Alright, I see DD is creeping up now.
Okay.
30 nauticals.
If you've got a second, watch my stream, please.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Look at that TD.
Yeah. Go to your arrival page on your FMC. The part arrive, click on that one. Yeah, you see you've got the PEVOR in, that's why. What you need to do is go to legs page, click on legs. I think you are there, are you not? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, now click on, no, you have to start over. Go to your arrival page, you have to start over, you've got something wrong there. Click on Dep R. Now click on the arrival at B. Okay, ILS Zulu for 26.
I've selected RNAV.
RNAV. Okay, go to the next page then. I don't see it. Oh, there you have it. There you have it. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. That's why it looked different. Okay, go to the legs page then. Okay, now click on, I think it's TIBIP or something. I can't really read it. It's a bit far. Yeah, that TIBIP. Click on that one on the left on the button.
Repeat. Sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Did
Okay.
you say PEV?
No, the one below it. Click on the one below PEV. Yeah, now click on PEV. Execute. Okay, go back. It should be stable now.
Bless you.
Okay, yeah, there you go. There's something wrong in 17 beta 4 with those transitions in a star. I don't know what yet Zibo knows, but he'll have to fix that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what I do is I use the widget. See this widget? This is the Linda widget. So what I do is I go to commands, and then you see that it said, oh, anyway, it's not showing it now because it's obviously done already. But when you are on the ground, just above abort, the very first command above the abort command, that one there, which currently says flaps 15, that one says set the THS for takeoff. Now that's obviously a mistake that Jar Design never fixed, because those are Airbus terms. But if you set the THS for takeoff, it's like saying set the trim for takeoff, and then Linda does it. You have to click that button and then it goes. Correct, Christer. Yeah, for the guys that don't understand completely, just as a matter of interest, to go from XLUA into C++ is not just an export and an import of a couple of lines of code. It's a rewrite. And it's taken Zibo 4 weeks already just to get to this point. Okay, so please just be patient. There is an tremendous lot of work that needs to go into that. So we're probably going to do a few more betas before it becomes a proper version 17, you know, and then we start with VNAV probably after that. So we're in for a bit of a ride in the next couple of weeks.
That said, he's performed miracles.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go, TD's on its way. That's perfectly cool, Christer. You don't have to use betas. I think what happened was, and this is just my way of thinking, is that a couple of guys have asked to enlarge the beta test team, you know, so that's why it was made public.
Sorry. I slept well today.
Absolutely doing a fantastic job, Steve. Christer, I know, but I think we've got a fair understanding of what would be a valid question and what's not really a valid question. You know, I've said to a few guys already, quite a few, just hang in there, don't look at this, look at that. It's a work in progress. The big thing is we mustn't put the cart in front of the horses. The horses always go in front of the cart. And a lot of guys, just because they don't know any better, and we can't hold it against them, you know, it's not their fault that they're not privy to the inside workings. We just got to handle it as it comes. Yeah, I see you and Paul have been quite busy here on Discord, helping lots of guys, eh? Hey, Paul.
Sorry about that. Say again.
No, say on building on top of what Christer said on the stream. I see you and him have helped quite a few guys on Discord in the last couple of days. Eh? You had some big discussions here.
Yeah, well, you know how something crops up and eventually you get an answer to it. You know, you might wait 2 years, but if it crops up again and you remember, I think it's worth answering the question.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks for that.
Cool.
Nico, you and your guys, all the guys from the Skymatix team, are the reason why many of us, like me, are able to fly this aircraft on the level you teached us.
Yeah, no, I know, and I'm glad you guys find value in what we're trying to do, eh?
Nice to see all the guys in Discord.
Yeah. I've forgotten about AU. Better do something. Nice, Kristen. Nice. Hello, Giovanni. Good morning.
You're catching Nico up a little bit, John, just to let you know. Yeah, did you get that, John?
I don't think you heard you. You're very soft, Reggie. Bring your mic a bit closer.
Yeah, I think you might be catching Nico up a little bit, John. It might be worth checking.
Thank you, Reggie.
Good morning, everyone.
And there's Kevin. Hello, hello.
Morning, Kevin.
Good morning. I'm late to the party again.
It is your right and your privilege. You can do what you want.
You were always my favourite, you, Nico.
You see.
Thanks, Reggie.
Yeah, no problem. What's runway 35 was it? FALE, you saw Nico? I see that there's no ILS or anything else on it. I think it was 35.
Nope, you're going to the wrong place. FALE, we used 24 for takeoff, and we're using 26 at Port Elizabeth at FAPE. Why would you want to land at FALE? There's no runway 35 there. So I'm confused, sorry.
No FAPE I'm talking about.
FAPE, no, it's runway 26. 35 is for GA.
Oh, okay. You had to allow for moments of confusion.
Yeah, no. I had to think quick there. I got totally confused.
Oh, so afternoon flight will be to Cape Town. Oh, nice.
Yes. Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Are you streaming this afternoon too?
I will probably.
Oh, great.
Approaching
Skymatix 01,
transition.
continue descent to 1500 with a Q&A to 1020.
Excellent. I shall try my best, Mr. ATC.
Good man.
You sure that's a new bloke on ATC, Nico?
Yeah, but he sounds cool, eh? I think I know that voice. I'll go check in the tower when I get there. I think there might be a pie and a Coke there.
Well, luckily Anthony's already spawned there at Port Elizabeth, so he's got to get the coffee and the pies.
Transition level.
So you're the new approach, Kevin.
That's me, that's me.
Yeah, and Reggie, are you tower?
No, Reggie's flying.
Reggie's flying, okay.
Flaps 1 set.
Well, Kevin, you can handle them all.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're control now.
It must feel good to be the boss.
For once.
Yeah, for once. Yeah.
Just don't let it get to your head. It's a one-off.
You better be quiet, or you'll be on a flipping go-around, me lad.
Yeah, you got the power, Mr. Kevin.
Flaps 5 set.
$2,500.
1000 to level off.
$1,000 to go.
Christian, yeah, we're busy testing it, and we've basically Zibo decided to make the beta available for the rest of the community to help test, but this is beta 4 that I'm flying now. If you don't like betas, rather stay away from it because it does have a lot of bugs. Okay, a lot of people don't trip them, don't find them, and good on them. They're enjoying it. I can see on Facebook the guys are loving it. But you know, us working on it and obviously know about certain things that's not perfect, and we're still working on it. Zibo updates the code, we go test it, and then it gets released, and then we'll see what happens. You know. Yeah, if betas isn't for you, Christian, rather stay away from it. Just stick to 16 for now.
Localizer capture.
Okay, I've got the runway visual ready.
Do we need landing gear up?
Skymatix 01, speed 160 until 4 DME.
Thank you, sir.
Flaps 15 set.
And Skymatix 01, wind 030 at 7 knots, clear to land.
Thank you, sir. Clear to land, and I'm still waiting to see any wind on my end, but we'll keep you posted.
Okie dokie.
Krister wants to know what's your frequency, Kevin.
As often as possible.
Lekker.
Something wrong with your display, Nico. It's Port Elizabeth, the windy city. There's got to be wind.
You know what? Probably we'll get some when we get closer. I hear you. I was thinking the same, but hey.
Flaps 40 set.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Perch altitude.
Taxi lights on.
Approaching 26.
Minimums 200.
I see you are married.
30.
Lucky girl.
10.
Skymatix 47 established on the approach 26.
Reverse unlocked. Speed brake up.
Skymatix 47, continue approach.
Auto brake in use.
Skymatix 47, continue approach.
Right, I'm almost off the runway, guys.
Nice one,
I didn't need the center line this time, but it's okay. Be safe.
Skymatix 47, winds 030, 7 knots, clear to land.
Skymatix 47, clear to land, runway 26.
Off the landing procedure.
After landing procedure. After landing procedure completed.
Wow, you were close, eh, Uncle John?
I'm sorry, Skymatix 47. You'll just have to go around.
Flight stuff. And set.
He says there's radio problems. He can't hear you. Well done. Welcome, Uncle John. There's someone else coming.
Reggie next, I think.
Tis me. What is I?
Skymaxx 47, runway vacated.
Thank you. Skymatix 014, continue on present heading and report established.
I can see your lights, Reggie.
Yeah, Skymatix 014 established for 26.
I can see them too.
Wind 0307 knots, Skymatix 014, clear to land.
Clear to land. Skymatix 014.
Right, brake set. We made it. Absolutely, Giovanni. This woman is nuts sometimes. Brake, 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 brake. Who else is coming? Don't see anyone yet. There's one. Ah.
I'm on the grass. I don't know what did wrong there for a change.
That's a short runway, Reggie. That's why I said brake, 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 brake. If auto brake isn't set to at least 3, you won't stop. And even then, it's advisable to have your toe brakes ready and working. It's a short runway.
Yeah, no, I missed the approach. Like, final bit of the approach up a bit, to be honest with you.
Just means you're first at the pub, Reggie. That's all it means in our life.
It's the first time for a while. Not easy. Yeah, so You're getting the pies, I'm getting the drinks.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen to this. My landing rate was minus 55, gentlemen.
That's a soft touch.
Yeah, I saw it was a bit soft, but anyway. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Anyway, runway vacated.
Awesome.
Skymatix 0166 report established.
Established runway 26, Skymatix 166.
Skymatix 166, wind 030 at 7 knots, you are clear to land.
0307 knots, clear to land, Skymatix 166.
Shutdown procedure completed.
Well, it's better than running off at Leeds, that's for sure.
My Zibo didn't catch the glide slope, I don't know why, landing manually.
Thanks for the warning.
Hello, Owen. Hello, Scotsman.
I need some clearance here, Mr. Kevin.
Where are you?
On final.
I don't see you anyway. You're not on IV, are you, Krista?
Ow, somebody crashed.
Yes, sir, I am on IO.
Why on earth did it display like that? Now you're back in the air.
Thank you.
That was strange.
That's obviously a glitch on the IVO server, I think.
Must be.
I don't see Krista on IV or WebEye.
Nor do I. Nor do I.
I am online.
All I see is 166.
Yeah, that's all I can see.
Krista, yeah, we can't see you on WebEye, huh? There he is, there, look.
Oh, there. I can see him on your screen, yeah.
And he just disappeared. Oh, no, there he's back. There he's back. But he's hanging still. He's stationary. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there he starts again. There must be a problem with the network.
Yeah, the servers must be glitching a bit.
No, that was a live landing. That was manual landing. It's true.
Don't forget to log them, gents.
Yep, logged.
Anyway, Skymatix 010, continue approach, report established.
Thank you, sir. I'm on localizer. I'm waiting for my the VNAV to become active.
Skymatix 010, expect a very late clearance call.
Okay, sir. I can take it down the pub if you like.
Okay.
It'll be that late, it'll probably be next week.
Yeah, well, the guys are rushing to get the debris off the runway after that crash.
Thanks, Owen.
Now I can see him.
Skymatix 010, winds 030 at 7 knots, clear to land.
Thank you, sir. What's the go-round altitude?
3,000.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Welcome, Christer.
Should we get a picnicker?
Very nice landing.
Yeah, we can, we can.
Runway vacated.
Just get your backside down here as quick as you can. Ten or 9 is available, Krista.
Thank you.
Thanks, gents. Got it.
Look at all those tixes.
David, what's your ETA? I see you talking, but we can't hear you. Just check your mic could be muted.
He's just coming across the bay now.
I will wait for him.
Apologies, I didn't realise there was one more to come.
I'll have to add him so he shows up as a green.
Yeah, I've got him already. That's why I know he's somewhere out there. Can't be too far.
No, he's not too far away, I don't think.
Don't have him visual yet. Bye-bye, Owen. Owen, by the way, if you're still here, the flight scheduled for 1600 Zulu, not 1700 Zulu. Look at my flight roster in Discord.
He's due in at 8:51 Zulu.
Oh, so there's still a couple of minutes.
Nico?
Yeah?
What can be the reasons why the Zibo does not catch the cloud slope?
No idea, mine works.
Our frequencies were set at 109.5 flight directors. I hit the approach button, the minimums was set.
Could be that you were too high.
Yeah, it was below, yeah.
I was at 1,500.
Yes, sir. I noticed on this approach that it was a 4 mile glide path. You have to wait until 4 miles until the glide path starts. And that's the problem with this airport, because you believe, as in European airports, they start much earlier, but they don't. In this airport, they start at 4 miles out, and that's quite late for a glide path to start. Yeah, it's almost like an RMP, almost. So that's the critical point, and also if you're too fast or too high or too low, it's definitely going to be missed. You're definitely going to miss it. Just a small error, small glitch, that's all it takes to miss it.
Yeah, but mine worked. I mean, I just left it. I put the approach button on way before I was supposed to. No, I just left it. Eventually, it just caught on itself.
Exactly. So,
I did a flight. Yeah, I did a flight the other day, and it did exactly the same. Everything was perfect. Cloud slope didn't catch it. Is there any setting in the EFB that can cause this?
Not really.
No.
Strange.
But the only thing I can think of in my experience is that you can't always follow the charts in speeds. You have to be a bit slower than that. This time, Mr. Kevin told us to be at 160 knot before 4 DME, and after 4 DME you have to slow down extremely. You have to be at VREF +5 before you catch the glide scope, and even before 10 miles almost. And if you're not, it's going to be hard to catch the glide scope because it's very close to the airport.
Okay, thank you for that.
Okay, guys, I have to go. Thanks for your company.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Thanks for flying. Bye.
Bye, Rich.
Bye bye. And this issue you can also find in some European airports. My experience is especially the regional or smaller airports have this kind of trouble. But if you go to Heathrow or Dublin or such, bigger airports, bigger hubs, there isn't this kind of issues. But in the smaller airports or even regional airports, you find this trouble. This is kind of troublesome. Even my local airport in Malmö, in South Sweden, has this kind of trouble or problem issue.
Yeah. Okay, I'll
yeah.
put that in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's a basic tip. You have to be at VRF +5 much earlier than you think you have to be.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And there's David. He's on his way.
Yeah, he's on his way. You've one of the things you've also got to try and check on your instruments as you're coming in is that the glide slope is always above you.
Yes, always. Always. And that's what some real pilots, in real life pilots, they call this the arrival bingo. And that's because they want to catch the glide path exactly at the correct height when entering the airport TMA. That's called an arrival bingo. I heard Mr. Sasso has mentioned it a couple of times. So
that's nice to know.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of we are simmers and we struggle to catch the glide scope, but Sasso is a real life pilot, and his goal is to catch the arrival bingo. That is that you catch the glide path as exactly you make the turn go out and straight into the finals of the airport. And that's a tough training. That's quite some training to make that happen. Yeah. Anyway, it's very interesting, yes.
Good luck, David. The whole world's looking at your landing. No pressure.
Skymatix 052, wind 030 at 7 knots. You are cleared to land and everybody is watching you. No pressure, just relax.
Go global, Nico. Go global.
I pressed the button for the satellite, so it's doing its job. Don't worry.
There's only 5 million watching. Just relax.
And that's just in the UK.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, we didn't count the guys in the Amazon, eh? Those guys also need to be counted. Steve. Oh, that's evil. No, man, no. We love David. We're not evil against him. Don't worry. There you go. Welcome. Welcome. Not bad. Landed like me. Really good. But not on the center line. There we go. Christoph, I see that you've got a green light that you're broadcasting, but we can't hear you, just FYI. Not sure if we need to hear you.
I saw it also, but I don't know why. I'm on push to talk. I don't know why.
Doesn't matter, that's okay. Just don't want you to think we're ignoring you because we can't hear you.
No. Everything fine, thank you.
Good stuff.
David, I've sent you a couple of pics of your landing.
Excellent. Right, so let's get another picture once he is here, and then we can put that on Facebook.
I'll have to report.
Yeah, David, there is a free spot between Martin and me. There's a free parking. So we are all together. David, it's TIX 0166 and TIX 010. Between those two, there are free parking space.
Thank you, Steve.
Number 10.
Is it at number 10, Uncle John?
Affirmative, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it must be coffee time, John.
I think it must be, Kev. I've only had one this morning.
Oh, I see. Just see to yourself again, I notice.
Nico kicked me out of bed.
Well, Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
You sound much more awake than when you first opened your eyes. I can tell you that as well.
Well, it was the way you nudged me. I mean, I was in the land of nod.
I think I'm working now. Sorry about that, guys. I just couldn't work it out while I was trying to come in.
No problem. Welcome. Glad you worked it out. Now we can hear you. Yeah, I must say, this was a really nice flight. This was excellent.
Yeah, short and nice.
Yeah.
uncomplicated, nice, straightforward.
Yeah. The only slight trick is just the short runway, you know, and you can be glad there was not a lot of wind, because Port Elizabeth's nickname is the Windy City, and you can bet your bottom dollar sometimes you can hardly land here because of this wind. It is 30-40 knots and gusting and heavy. So this is one of the trickiest airports to land at, I think, in South Africa, you know, in a normal day. We just got lucky with the wind now.
Don't they call Chicago the Windy City as well?
Yes, yeah, they do.
Another very nice airport to leave from is Bloemfontein, because you had a very high altitude. That's quite challenging.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't really frequent it because there's no ILS or anything, and you always have to land manually there. But that could be another one of those group flights one day. We'll make a plan to go there.
Where to Bloem?
Yeah, it's one of those. How can I put it? It's in an awkward position in the country, you know. So I don't really bother to go there really. And you won't believe it, my freaking screenshots don't want to work anymore.
I've got it, Nico.
I'm going to use the other tool. This NVIDIA just stops taking screenshots when it feels like it. Okay, I got one with print screen. Make a plan with it.
I got it too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was a super flight with all of you guys. Thank you to everybody watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday, and we'll check you guys 1600 Zulu. Then we'll fly from here, taking off from here, guys. So check your weights and balances. Then we're going down to Cape Town, and then tomorrow morning Cape Town to Joburg. So that's the plan. Enjoy, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, thanks a lot. Take care.